The Class 365 is a networker train used on Great Northern. It was supposed to come after all the trains were converted to next generation. All the trains were converted to next generation in 1.5. And the train isn't in the game yet. I wanna see a networker on Connect. And I think the 365 will be a good choice. The Class 769 is a train used on Great Western Railway, Northern, and Transport for Wales. I know they are similar to the 319, but the 769 is bi-mode, not electric. The train would be cool to be on Connect. The Class 701 is an Adventra used on Southwestern Railway. I know the train already got removed from Waterline in 1.1, since the train isn't suited for Waterline. I really want the 701 to come back on SCR, and I think Connect suits the 701. Some of you might say, the 701 looks identical to the 720, but hey, you would distinguish between the two, so, who gives a darn anyway? The Class 385 is an Hitachi Train 200 used on ScotRail. Some people think the train is ugly. But I like its design. It's got 3 or 4 car variants. Both variants would go well on Connect. Before we get to number 5, I need to clarify a few things. Any of the 385 is ugly comments, or spamming 385 is ugly will be removed. Talking about the 385 is fine, but spamming that shit is not. The Class 197 is not on service yet, but it's currently testing on Transport for Wales. This is built by CAF Civity. I wanna see another Civity on Connect, and I think the 197 would be a good choice. The Class 755 is a train used on Greater Anglia. I know the train is already on Airlink, but the 755 has no first class in real life, which makes sense for it to go on Connect. It can't go on Waterline, since it does regional services rather than commuter services. The Class 320 is a dusty bin used on ScotRail. It would be stupid to put it on Connect, since we have a 100% identical and style 321, and the 321 is overhead and third rail, and the 320 is just third rail, which makes it sense for it to go on Waterline. The Class 450 is a Desiro Siemens train used on Southwestern Railway. Again, it's gonna be stupid to put it on Connect, since we already have a 350. It should never go on Airlink, since it doesn't go to any airport at all, and it's got no first class. It would be extremely stupid to put it on Express. It's too slow for it, with a max speed of 100 miles per hour, or 160 kilometers per hour, so it can be put on Waterline. The Class 196 is not on service yet, but it's currently testing on West Midlands Railway. Again, this is built by CAF Civity. It wouldn't go on operators like Connect, since the 196 is a commuter train, and Connect serves regional trains, so we have to put it on Waterline. The Class 150 is a Sprinter used on Great Western Railway, Northern, and Transport for Wales. I know it's similar to the 153, but the sides are different. So who gives a fuck anyway? Anyways, it can also go on the Morganstown Shuttle, since it's 2 coaches long. The Class 334 is a Juniper made by Alstom. They are on service on ScotRail. I really want a Juniper on Waterline. And I think the 334s would be a good choice. The Class 700 is a train used on City Thameslink. I know they already got removed from Connect in 1.0, but I think the 700 should get moved to Airlink. It's got first class and goes to Gatwick Airport. Yes, the 12-car variant is too long. It's 242.6 meters long, but the 8-car variant is 162 meters long, so the 8-car variant goes well on Airlink. If you say it's too long, get that shit out of the comments. The Class 442 is a train used on Southwestern Railway and previously Gatwick Express. They are out of service for good, but the 332 is also out of service. The 442 can be in the game as well. The Class 397 is a CAF Civity Express train used on Transpenny Express. It goes to Manchester Airport, which is why I want to see it on Airlink. It can be on Express too, since it goes on 125 miles per hour, or 200 kilometers per hour. The Class 460 was a Juniper on Gatwick Express before they were withdrawn. It used to have first class and used to go to Gatwick Airport, which is why I wanna see it on Airlink. Not sure why the 460 was junked so early, just 12 years of service. The Class 317 is a train used on Greater Anglia. It has first class and goes to Stansted Airport, which is why I wanna see it on Airlink. It can also be on Connect, since it also does regional services. The Class 222 is an Mediterranean Express train on East Midlands Railway. Some of you might say, the Class 222 is identical to the 220 and 221. Stop. Get that shit out of the comments. Yes, the 222 is similar to the Voyagers. But the fronts are different, so you can tell the difference between the two, so who gives a hell anyway? The Class 180 is an underrated express train. The 180 would be a good addition to the express fleet, and the train would be my favorite train if it come. By the way, the 801s are my favorite express trains. Before we get to the final train, I need to clarify a few things. Any "you will be going nowhere" comments or spamming nowhere will be removed. Talking about the meme is fine, but spamming that shit is not. You guessed the Class 91, you're correct, it's the 91. The Class 91 should have been made by Overhead Wires, but we don't know if it will release. If it does, I will drive the Class 91. Number 1, a Pacer on Express. Why I say this is stupid. A Pacer would be too slow to be on Express with a maximum speed on 75 miles per hour, or 120 kilometers per hour. Also, it's got no first class. But some of you might say, doesn't the 755 have first class? It's true that the 755 has no first class in real life, unlike the 745, which has first class and goes to Stansted Airport, is too long to fit to the game. Number 2, NPC passengers on all stations. Why I say this is stupid. It would take a very long and shit amount of time to add NPC passengers, and also, it would lag in the game, and lag is an issue on the Roblox platform.
Finally, number 3, you will be going nowhere photos on trains. Why I say this is stupid. Again, it's gonna take a shit amount of time, and another fact, that meme is annoying to the Class 180. Hopefully the 180 will be going somewhere. It will screw up players who don't like the meme. Also, a lot of people is gonna say you will be going nowhere all the time.